Okay, so what's up, guys? First off, I appreciate how invested everybody is in my journey and what's going on now after I'm retiring from the stage. I've gotten flooded with so many questions from friends, from family, from clients, from followers about what's next, what do I do now, what do things look like, that I wanted to just go ahead and address it. I feel fortunate that so many people care. And to be honest, I'm figuring out what's next. Bodybuilding, I've been competitive bodybuilding for 11 years now. My livelihood has revolved around it for the last 7. It's a huge part of my life. I'm a bodybuilder. I'm going to bodybuild forever. Okay, so not much changes except for me leaving the stage. The competitive aspect is what's changing. And the reason of that is ultimately my injuries. For those of you that don't know, I have compressed discs in my neck. I had everything that you could repair to your shoulder repaired a couple of years ago on my left, and my right one is needing the same. I have 5 herniations, L1 through S1, and a compression fracture in my L5. So I have a bunch of injuries in the last couple of years. I've had to figure out, can I still train? How can I train? And I've been very fortunate that through patience and consistency, I did make progress. This was the best that I ever was. And I got to finish with my best pro placing, 9th at Tampa Pro. Getting to do my posing routine for Amy at that show was amazing. Having some of my best friends, my parents there, obviously Rocco and him being present and excited about what I'm doing. It felt like a storybook ending. But what I sacrificed to get to the stage, it's not worth it anymore. I still love bodybuilding, but the last several weeks, I'd say 2 months of prep, I went to bed before my 2-year-old, so to do any of the things that I'm trying to do at a high level, be a good father, be a good husband, I'm a sole provider, small business owner, professional bodybuilder, to do any of those things at the standard that I would want to do it is hard. Trying to do all of those things at the standard that I want to do it is impossible, right? So at the end of the day, I'm not delusional. I know that I was never going to be a Mr. Olympia, but I can be a Mr. Olympia dad and husband and small business owner and friend and son and coach and trainer, right? I can be the best at those things. And since the show, this morning I weighed 226.6. I weighed in at 226.8 the day before Tampa Pro, so not much changes, right? I'm eating 4 very calculated, measured meals per day, and then the 5th meal is I'm cooking and eating at home with Amy and Rocco. I'm still making sure I get 40 or 50 grams of protein in that meal, but I'm having some flexibility, and I intend to do that long term. With training, I haven't trained yet. Mentally, that's been very hard. The start of the week was very hard for me, especially not training, because post-show, I'm the guy that's back in the gym the next day. And that's not what I would recommend. That's not what I have my clients do, but mentally, I need that, or have needed that in the past. So I forced myself to take some time off. The first couple days were very aimless and kind of like, what the fuck am I doing? I filled them up with clients, 2 busy days, and by Wednesday I felt bogged down mentally, so I started doing some cardio again. Immediately felt better. My body just wanted to move. It still felt beat up, so I took some more rest, continued with the fasted cardio. I'm gonna do that 4 days a week. I'm getting back to training 4 days a week today, and one of those days is gonna have some HIIT cardio because I don't need to be 255, 260 anymore. Right now, I feel really good where I am. This morning, my blood pressure was 92/62. My resting heart rate was 58. My fasting blood glucose was 68. I feel great. My injuries are better when I'm lighter and not force feeding food and getting heavier. So I'm gonna stay training 4 days a week focusing on looking good and feeling good and having fun training again, because the crazy part is I get to train how I want to train now and not chasing somebody else's physique standards. So I'm figuring all of this out. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an overview, and I'll keep pumping out as much content as I can. Now that I'm not competing, I'll have some free time. And I appreciate how invested a lot of you have been in this journey. But like I said, the only thing that's changing is I'm not getting on stage. It gives me more time to train more people in person, to coach more people, to be a more present father, husband, friend. So I'm looking forward to this next chapter, and I'll keep you guys as in tuned as possible.